Hey guys, welcome back to another Gift Talk. Today we're going to be talking about 2024 and what you can expect from my channel and some of the goals that I have for the year. So let's get started. So in 2024, I kind of decided to do a little more into the game hunting experience. I am going to be grabbing more systems. I'm going to be grabbing more games, obviously. But I do have some goals in mind. Now, we're going to pause for a minute and go back to about a year and a half ago. A year and a half ago, I started collecting video games again. It was a decision made based on videos that I had watched, series that I have seen. I know the $10 game collection by Retro Rick was a big inspiration to me, and quite a few others. Quite a few other of the YouTubers have, their videos have inspired me to do this as well. I started off with one system and about 13 games, 11 Xbox One and 2 NES games. Now, fast forward to the end of 2023, I ended up having about 124 more games than that. And so 137 games in total. I came up with 6 systems, including an NES, which I got for about $25, a Wii that I got for about $50, a 360 that I got for $40, a Switch, which I spent about $192 on it, and a Yobo FC Twin, which allows me to play NES, Super NES, and Super Famicom. I know for the perfectionists, you just lost interest, but for me, it was a good system. Now, each of these systems, including the Wii, are backwards compatible. So the Wii plays not only GameCube, but also the Wii games. The Yobo plays at least 3 systems. The 360 plays 360 and original Xbox, and so on and so forth. So I'm trying to get as much video game content I can for my buck. So I am, right now, I am going to try to double the amount of games. I'm obviously not going to do it with systems. I can't guarantee that I'm going to find another $25 retro system, but I am going to add one. And it's a system for a company that I have never owned for, and that is PlayStation. I've never owned a PlayStation in my life. I've played a couple of them. I've enjoyed them. Resident Evil 2 was probably one of my first games I ever played on there. Twisted Metal is another game that I really enjoyed. And there was a couple fighting games on there that I did enjoy, but for some reason it never hit me. The controllers were too small. I have massive paws for hands. And for some reason they just never connected with me. The system, the games, nothing. Recently, though, I have been seeing quite a bit of games that, to be honest, I forgot about. I see them in the wild. I never pick them up. I think the only PlayStation 3 game I have picked up is the NCAA 14, which I immediately sold. I think I had one RPG for the PlayStation 2. I immediately sold it. I don't pick them up on the regular. I don't see them actually a whole lot. I do, obviously, when I go to my local comic book store, video game store, I see them. I see them at the antique. I see them at some of the thrift stores. But I've never paid attention to them. Then, recently, while watching Mickey Mouse Club with my son, I started looking at pictures that, he may like to hang up on his wall or whatnot. And one of them was for Kingdom of Hearts. Now, this game's been on my radar for a little while, and it's a game that I've actually kind of wanted to play. But I never wanted to buy a PlayStation just for that one game. And then, I started looking up or PlayStation exclusives that were actually decent. And Uncharted, God of War, these popped up, along with a few others. It's always been kind of in the back of my mind that I wouldn't mind playing those, but I never wanted to pick up a PlayStation. For me, yes, there was some good content, but it was never worth me picking up. Plus, I've always been a Nintendo and Xbox fanboy. But again, it's always been in the back of my mind to want to try to play those games. Well, this year I've decided to actually try and buy a PlayStation 3 backwards compatible so I can play PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3. I am going to try to get the Kingdom of Hearts. I am going to try to get the Uncharted series. And if you guys know any other series besides those two, that, it could be just one game. Or it could be an entire backlog of, games. Let me know what you would recommend playing besides those two. Obviously, the God of War is probably going to be a huge one. Metal Gear Solid. I played some of the Metal Gear Solid. I didn't like it, to be honest. I respect for what it was. I enjoy a Solid Snake. It just wasn't a game that I really liked. Final Fantasy, I have played quite a bit of, but it was never a PlayStation exclusive. So I'm looking for PlayStation exclusives that you guys recommend. So hit me down in the comments below. Let me know what I should be playing. So with that goal, I am going to be picking up some PlayStation games. In fact, for a future video, I will be showing off ones that I already have that will be part of another series, which is another thing that I have decided to do. I don't mind doing this. The room tours are fun. Talking about certain video games, certain consoles, that's fun too. Movie reviews, I haven't done one of those in a while. I haven't seen any movies in theaters. I really should have done one for Godzilla Minus One. That was a fantastic movie. Favorite movie of 2024 or 2023, and it was just fantastic. To be honest, I actually think it's better than the 1954 Godzilla. Just my opinion, though. That one will always have a strong place in my heart. But I'll digress. I am planning on going to see some more movies. We do have a couple more that are coming out, including the new Godzilla, the new Ghostbusters, and a few more that are piquing my interest. I don't know if I'll go see them in theaters, but I will eventually see them. I've seen quite a bit of the 2024 or 2023. It's reversed for me. 2023 movies on streaming and whatnot. I'm just missing a few that I really kind of wanted to see. So, but yeah, besides getting a PlayStation 3, another one of my goals is I'm actually going to take that 137, actually 124, because that's what I gained in that year and a half. And I'm going to try to double that in this year. I'm actually off to a great start. And one of the things is, I'm not going to do, I still, just kicked something, my bad. I'm still not comfortable with going into a store with a phone, going, oh, look at this, such and such a game. I can't do it. I'm a naturally shy person. I may get courage up to try it eventually. I don't know though. I really don't. I'm not sure it's for me. But we'll see. We'll see. But one of the things I will be doing is every weekend, if I can, or maybe every 2 weeks if I can, I am going to show you guys what video games I have picked up and kind of record my progress so far. Now, obviously, I'm not very good at editing. I don't have an intro. I don't have, pretty much anything that makes these videos interesting. So I will be keeping track on a piece of paper of how many games I get and try to get that number higher and higher to the 124 or 125 which would be about 300 games by the end of this year. I currently have 137 and a few more that I'm going to show you in a minute. But that is going to be a new video series that I am going to do, as I'm going to show you video games that I picked up at least week 1 or week 2 of picking up. Now, this is actually the third week of, second to third, I think it's third week of 2024 already. I'm going to show you in a minute, I'm going to show you what I've picked up in the first week. The second week, we got hit by a huge snowstorm. There was no pickups, except for maybe a few online, which I'm still waiting for a couple. So I will show those with what I pick up this weekend. I'll just combine the two. So, but hopefully you guys like that idea. Just seeing the progress. And I will let you guys know when I get a PlayStation 3, and maybe I'll do some reviews of the games that I actually play. I do have some, like I said, I do already have some video games for the PlayStation 3 that I am looking forward to diving into and seeing what the hoopla is already about. But without further ado, let's get into the games that I got into the first week of 2024. I've actually got a pretty decent stack right in front of me. There are 8 games. 8 games, at least 3 retro, and a couple of disc-based games, and at least 1 Switch game. So let's get into the stack, and I'll show you guys what I got. So the first one, I actually hinted that I would be getting this in the mail in my last video on the Super Famicom, and that is Mega Man Soccer. Now, not a huge soccer fan, but when you add Mega Man makes everything better. So this was, I did buy this last year, but this came this year in the mail. So technically I got it this week, or I got it the first week. But I have played it. It is fun. It's going to take some getting used to. Like I said, I'm not a huge soccer fan. This will be interesting to play. Another one I got for Super Famicom is Donkey Kong. This game, like the racing, like F-Zero and Mario Kart, it's just a redone version in Japanese of the original game. This is a classic. It's actually one of my favorite games for the Super Nintendo that I used to play when I was a kid. I absolutely love this game. So far, I'm not seeing any difference, because if you know this game, there wasn't really any many words. Donkey Kong spoke in grunts and odd sounds, and so did Diddy and, Funky and all those guys. So really, it's just an enjoyable game, and obviously it's a great series. So, all right, I picked up some. I gotta organize these. I picked up some 360 games. This one, nothing special. Connect Sports. I was at this. I think in this first week, I was still going for that Connect full series. I don't know if I'm gonna still do that. I really don't. I don't know if I'm going to continue to pick up Connect games. I think I'm going to keep a few that I actually have. There are still 2 that I want. I want the Dragon Ball Z. I want the Star Wars one. And I think there's a Sonic one that looks interesting. I may grab those if I can find them, but I don't know if I need all the shovelware that goes along with the Connect library. So, this next one is one I've been wanting for a very long time. It's also 360. It's Warhammer 40,000 Space Marines. Now, this game, I had to pay up a little for. I think I ended up paying about $27 for this game, and it's worth a little less than that, but not much. It does look interesting. The Warhammer universe, I do like them. I have been picking up some of the figures, which you will see soon. I have watched some of the shorts that are on YouTube. Really fun and interesting universe that they've built. I kind of looking forward to diving in more. There's also a Space Marine game for the Switch that I will be trying to get pretty soon. So I picked up one Wii game, and that is Donkey Kong Country Returns. You really can't go wrong with Donkey Kong. It's it's Donkey Kong obviously being my favorite character. This is my video game spirit animal, and the game just looks like a blast. If you like the rest of Donkey Kong Country, you're gonna like that. So I picked up two Xbox One. The first one is Mass Effect Andromeda. I have played this. It is fun. It is enjoyable. Currently stuck on one puzzle, which I am not a puzzle solver. I'm not a big fan of those type of games. Kind of one reason why I never really liked the old Tomb Raiders or games like that, because there were so many puzzles. New ones I liked quite a bit. They're fun. So, I also picked up this one, Back 4 Blood. This is pretty much a zombie survival game. It's a lot of fun. There are some things that I don't like, which is the card base. So you do battle, you get cards that lowers the ammo or adds different characters to it. I guess that's kind of fun. I probably will not be playing it online, but it looked interesting enough and I picked it up for $5, so I was not going to complain. My last one is Sonic Force for the Nintendo Switch. Sonic game. I think I ended up picking this up for about $20 at Walmart. To be honest, it looks interesting. I've never really been a huge fan of the Sonic games, even back when playing them on Genesis, but this one caught my eye, and for $20 I was willing to give it a shot. It's not a lot of money to sink into a game. Normally 20 and down is where I like to be when buying a game. So, and to be honest, Switch games, it's hard to find those, the 20 and lower, because they have so many what they call AAA titles, and those are always frustrating. Because you want to play the Mario, you want to play the Zeldas, you want to play those, but man, they're so expensive, and it's just, I'm actually hoping this one plays well. It looks like an open world kind of running game, which is fine. The only thing I'm not liking about the Switch is the small screen. I think if I got it on or hooked it up to the TV, it would be a lot easier to play, a lot more enjoyable, but it is what it is. I will continue to try to pick up some more games for the system, and maybe, hopefully find some ones that I truly enjoy. I do know I want to get the Mario and Rabbids game. That looked interesting. So, all right, well, guys, that is my stack for the first week. 8 games, and this is the way it's going to be. This series is going to be. I'll show you what I get, talk a little bit about the games I got, why I got them, and if I've played them, let you know what I thought of them. So that's it. In 2024, I am going to try to get a PlayStation 3, start collecting for the PlayStation 3 and 2, and then try to double my amount of games, getting to that 300 mark. Besides the normal goals, that is my kind of New Year's resolution for 2024. So hopefully you guys will like that. Adding in the new series will also, hopefully you'll enjoy that. You'll get a little more video content from me, and hopefully that'll make being subscribed to my channel worth it, because I know I've slacked off on putting out videos and stuff. So So that's about it, guys. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please hit that like button, and if you want to subscribe. I'm going to try to do better at getting more videos out, and with this series, it should be interesting to see. So, thanks guys for watching. Have a good day. Bye.